do.
I would say, yeah, that's pretty inappropriate.
That was crazy.
What just happened?
I wouldn't do that, but
Please?
Listen, I'm done with all the fighting. I don't even care anymore. I'm not joining your advance or whatever. I don't care about all of that. I'm tired of it. He's killed way too many of my friends, even before you enhanced people showed up to this universe. He used to had people all before all of you. We were Harp.
Everybody, my name is Reach. In today's video, I will reach out to you about a hero on the Enhanced SMP. Guessing by the title, yes, we will be investigating the depth of Blaze Inc., the TV Tricks user of the Enhanced SMP, former member of Harp. When it comes to Blaze, many sympathize with him because we know of his past. He lost a lot. There's a brief connection between Ben Tennyson and Blaze Inc., with how Ben lost feedback and Blaze lost his aliens. Blaze lost his aliens to Rizmu, which is a little bit different to how Ben lost his aliens. But the comparisons can be there, considering how Ben lost his aliens, or like one alien, which is named Feedback, to malware. This happened in Showdown Part 1. Though he lost more aliens along the way, before the whole events of Omniverse. Such as Ultimate Sacrifice, when the ultimate aliens the Omnitrix. Then with more in Ben's of Vilgax, Part 2, where the aliens escape the Omnitrix again. These similar connotations can be seen between these two characters. They lost their aliens at the end of the day. What Ben had to deal with, it isn't hard to assume Blaze went through the same death. However, unlike how episodes tend to end with Ben Tennyson solving his problems, it took longer for Blaze. Once Blaze joined Heroes Alliance to restore peace, aka Harp, to stop various threats, and soon Cordax had joined the fight. So it's been 2 years with a losing struggle against Cordax. The several members that Blaze lost include Focolo, Shuttlebolt, and Sweepers. There's more members that are not named in the series, so apologies if I don't get them. It wasn't the first time Blaze learned betrayal, and it wasn't the last. His first betrayal happened all before Harp happened. So his first betrayal happening all the way before this, when he fought Rizmu. As for the people who say it doesn't seem like betrayal, I'm using the definition in the Merriam-Webster, relation of a person's trust or confidence, the moral stand, and etc. So this type of betrayal happens more between co-workers or possibly friends, or those who worked under Eon, Rizmu, and Blaze. A betrayal of the relationship. Betrayal happened 4 times. Orangebat, Rizmu, Fiskheroes, and Cordax, aka Arrzee. Orangebat was a previous member of Harp before siding with Deadzone, the same person that murdered Blaze's friends, the other members of Harp. Orangebat, after an accident killed his sister, he joined Harp, however became disillusioned with them from the start. Believing in revenge and wanting to kill villains, soon realized that Harp wasn't effective for his goals, and we learned he teams up with Deadzone.
And he was telling me, you know, what happened to him. Deadzone lost his wife the same way that I lost my sister. So he was like, I want revenge too.
Revenge on us though? We didn't...
Because we thought maybe it was just the villains that were bad. The good guys, aka y'all, causing more damage than the actual villains were. So we just kind of took all of you guys as threats.
I don't really exactly blame Orangebat for siding with Deadzone. While yes, Deadzone is the villain, and he killed Orangebat's teammates, I do sympathize with him a little bit. After all, his sister had died in an accident involving heroes and villains. Next up, we have the Blue Lantern, the one who once inspired hope, but became overrun with revenge at the accomplishments of Iron Prison's leadership.
First off, you have been the problem with Harp for like the last 2 years, so enough out of you.
Joining Cordax's team and finding his former teammates. Then we have the biggest one of all, Cordax, aka Arrzee. Clouded by anger of the death of his brother, he goes on to face Deadzone alone at night, only to be outskilled, but the resentment and anger accumulates.
After Shadowbolt's death, I tried to go after Deadzone, but you all kept stopping me. I heard every excuse. I'm too slow. I'm too weak. With my friends refusing to help me, I had to come up with a solution.
We don't see much of Blaze interacting with former members of Harp. We get dialogue here and there, but in my opinion, there should have been more. It's a shame that Blaze has to go through this routine again and again. Betrayal, anguish, but all that pursues to Blaze becoming the hero who strives for peace. To taking down an old ally of his and restore the world back to its former glory. Well, Blaze attends the funeral of 2 people we once knew. Jules Spider, who was previously kidnapped from a dimension, but retrieved back and fought, but died in action against Cordax. And Fiskheroes, who also died in action against Cordax. Cordax also died fighting against the Enhanced. Somebody who murdered his several friends walks away free. That's who Deadzone is. Inevitably, it gets to a breaking point. Deadzone is killed by Blaze Inc. His psyche momentarily fractured by the separation of his friends.
Are you even on our team?
In the clip earlier, like way back to the front of the video, Blaze goes to state, "Beware Harp." Arrzee and his friends were there to witness the destruction Deadzone had caused, the possible damage that Blaze had to endure mentally. He chose to avenge his friends. You even see at Blaze's hesitation at how our superhero team collapsed at Enhanced SMP. His hesitation of joining the advance, as he still stuck to his morals at the time, until now. Watching his friend, Arrzee, aka Speedburst, don on the Cordax suit and become slowly corrupted by it before being talked down is possibly what cemented Blaze to kill Deadzone. Blaze knew what decision he had to make when things escalated. It's very simple to say all this accumulated and the death of Deadzone was inevitable. A hero was bound to step over their morals and get revenge for those that couldn't. It's hard to describe what type of trope Blaze Inc. falls into. Is he the sole survivor of Harp or a broken hero? What I mean by this is that Blaze Inc. is the last member of Harp that held to his values of striving for peace. Snookon, the previous leader of Harp, abandoned his morals, and so did Vibeman. Kaiza has long since quit and become MIA. Everybody that was previously on the team meant to restore peace has since given up. Everybody but Blaze, until now of course. Can you still achieve peace with blood on your hands? Or crystals, I guess. I'd enjoy comments down below, making the decision or adding a whole new archetype to him. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and then make sure to subscribe. I'll talk to you next time.